Welcome back to CEO Central. Well, today I'm going to talk about two things mainly. The first being our campaign against mandatory pre-commitment and all things Andrew Wilkie, and also an exciting initiative that we're working on in at Clubs New South Wales that will save clubs a significant amount of money when it comes to workers' compensation insurance. Let's get straight into our campaign and Andrew Wilkie. You will have seen the message that we sent out about 2 weeks ago now that our campaign, our Won't Work Will Hurt, and it's an Australian campaign, has concluded, and we're asking our clubs to take down their posters, take away their coasters, pull down their banners, remove the tags from their email and remove all of that branding. The reason that we've done that is that essentially the fight around mandatory pre-commitment is over. There is a trial being discussed and worked through in the ACT, and there is some legislation also that is being talked about, which is an important bit of legislation, but that really does not introduce mandatory pre-commitment. It looks at voluntary pre-commitment and some other things. So it's time to take down those banners and to get on with life. We want the industry to come off a war footing. We think that's important and we want that to happen now. As far as our friend Andrew Wilkie goes, there's a little bit happening there. You'd be aware that there is draft legislation that seeks to introduce voluntary pre-commitment, a $250 daily withdrawal limit from ATMs and dynamic warning messages, and that is currently being held by the Minister Macklin. Andrew Wilkie has issued yet another ultimatum that if he doesn't get what he wants in this legislation, he is going to put the government at risk. Geez, we've heard all of this before, haven't we? He held the gun to the head of the Prime Minister for about a year, and now he has called himself a ticking time bomb. That's his form. He threatens, I should say. He's unreasonable. He doesn't seek to negotiate. Well, what will the government do with that? We have seen the draft legislation, and we think that whilst it's not perfect, it's not something that we would sign up to in the normal course of events. It is probably manageable. We're going to need time and we're going to need to see more detail. But Andrew Wilkie and Nick Xenophon are saying that it is a sop to the industry. It's too soft, it won't help problem gamblers, and Andrew Wilkie now says he will not support it in its current form. The government has said if Andrew Wilkie doesn't support it, then they're not going to introduce it into Parliament. We may not see this legislation at all. Really, it is in the hands of Andrew Wilkie. So he will continue to bluster and to blow hot air and to threaten everybody around the place. But what will he do? Will he support it or will he not? We wait with bated breath. Lastly today, I want to talk about an exciting initiative that we've been working on now for about 3 months. It comes out of the MOU that we signed with Barry O'Farrell, Andrew Stoner and George Souris, and it allows Clubs New South Wales to establish a club-only specialised workers' compensation program, which means that when this is operational, it will save you real money, significant savings off your workers' compensation insurance premiums, but also we believe better return to work outcomes, better training, better education, and generally speaking, better results for clubs and their workers. You will hear a lot more about this in May and June. We're working hard to get this open for business for the 1st of July when lots of clubs renew their workers' compensation insurance. As I said, watch this space. It will deliver real savings to you, and we believe deliver better work outcomes for you as well. It's tentatively called Club Employers Mutual. We will be out in the marketplace, we hope, before too long. Thanks for tuning in today. I'll speak to you next time.